Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know what the topic of today is. It's the ZR1. Pricing was finally revealed through GM. I kind of was right on the suspicion based off of my last video, but just to let you guys know, I will definitely be keeping Snow White. My opinions on the car, as far as the car itself, I still think it looks killer. As far as, the aerodynamics and stuff, I haven't seen like any, ring times or anything like that, but I'm sure it's going to kill it on the track, no doubt about it. That's pretty much what the car is set up for. But of course here today is all about the price, and this car starting at 129 or 130. I just think that that's overpriced, and I think it's going to flop just like the other ZR1 did back in 2009 and 2010. Now moving forward 5 years, I think it will be the car to have. So overall, I think the diehard Corvette fans are definitely going to buy it, but I just don't see how that's going to work for when Corvette has the Z51 out, or the base Stingray, or better yet, the Z06, because you could pick up a new Z06 for $80. Now, if you don't want to mod your car and stuff like that, I get it. You want to have the enthusiast role, and you're going to pick the ZR1, and you're probably not going to mod it. It's probably going to stay in your garage. However, if you're after the real performance, the difference between the ZR1 and the Z06, I sincerely doubt or believe that it's going to be so far substantial away that it's going to cost an extra $50,000 over a Z06. As far as the horsepower and stuff like that, I mean, my car, it makes over 700, somewhere between, the 710 and 750, 760 range, and I have 20 grand in my car with body work. So overall, all in all, I was just under 100 in total with my car. So it can be done. My car definitely won't go around a corner like a ZR1 will, but it will definitely keep up with it in a straight line. No question, no doubt about it. Between two-wheel drive, big tires, and front engine, V8, you're only going to be able to go so fast on the street. We're not talking about the racetrack, we're talking about the street. So based on my previous video that I posted, I was able to click a 3.4 on the road that I was on for 0 to 60 time. The fastest I've ever seen a Z06 on the street click was like a 3.332, and they have 335 or 345s in the rear. So tires substantially wider than mine, and you can only get down 2/10. So on the street, yes, 2/10 on the track is a very big difference, but on the street, where are you going to use that all the time? It's like when you pull over 1G, turning. This car is well capable of pulling over a G, and I've maybe pulled over a G as far as cornering maybe 2 or 3 times since I've had the car. Pulling over a G, taking a corner, is not only a lot, and it tears the shit out of your tires. So I personally don't feel like buying new tires every time I go on an on-ramp or an exit ramp, as fun as it is, but that's what the ZR1 is definitely made to do. But when you see it, with its big wing and aggressive front end, I think the front end is a killer, but I just can't see the $50,000 price tag on top of the Z06 of how that's justifiable with the performance. So in my opinion, I think it's definitely going to flop. The 3,000 units that they've said that they're going to make, I do definitely think that they're going to sell out just like the Demon, but overall, the Demon is, the Demon's a drag car. This is a roundy-round car, but yes, it does have some speed that will be able to get done. Yes, I know the first thing that anyone's going to say is, you can't get that car anywhere else for the money. And you're right, 100%. No Huracan, the R8s and, the GTRs and the Ferraris and stuff, all those cars, yes, some of them may be faster, but they're twice the amount of money. So I do get it. But I believe for $130,000, and then if you're already at 130, you're going to want to add some other packages and cool stuff that the thing's going to come with. You're going to probably be upwards of tax, title, license fee out the door, probably in the 150s minimum, maybe clipping the 160s. And I just think if I was going to spend $150, call it even, on that car, I just wouldn't want a plastic Corvette. And I say that, and I own one because it's plastic. Yeah, it has some carbon fiber, but it's plastic. It's built just a little bit better than my Trans Ams and Camaros and any other things that I've had in the past. It's still a rattle can. It's a plastic GM quality as they always will be. I truly believe that they focus solely on performance first, and then the luxury and all that's definitely going to come in a little bit second. Where if you're buying a Huracan, it's luxury first and the performance is second. So, but they're two completely different cars, and you're definitely going to get what you pay for in both ways. So overall, it's going to ultimately be up to you. You're the one that's going to have to decide to figure out if the ZR1 is worth it for you, or if you would rather buy a Z06 and put $30 or $40 or $50,000 back in your trunk and mod that, slightly mod that, like a pulley and a tune. And you can definitely pick up 100, 150 horse, no problem, and have the same horsepower as a ZR1, if the horsepower is the number for you. Now, if you just need to have big balls and say, I got the ZR1, I got the baddest thing on the block, by all means, I get it. But me personally, I think that the ZR1 is going to be a flop. I think they're going to inflate the prices, and they're not going to be sold. And then eventually they're going to come down, just like how the C6 ZR1s, and you can pick them up all day long here in Florida for 50 grand. Now that's a bargain. A 638 horsepower car for 50 grand that pulls well over a G. It's almost 10 years old and still runs with supercars today. So, you know, I just think that there's better options out there. And when you can get a base Stingray for 49, an optioned out one for 70, a base Z06 for 79, an optioned out one for maybe 99 or 100, and then you gotta spend another 30 maybe for another 100 horse, and are you really gonna be able to use all that extra performance, its cornering ability, its drivability, and anything else really on the street to daily drive, like how you can drive the other ones? Most likely not. So I was under the intention I really wanted to buy a new ZR1. I really love it. Maybe I'll just buy the bumpers, but I think I'm gonna keep my 50 grand in my pocket and soup up Snow White or find something new. I just can't find myself to spend under 30,000 plus right now on a Corvette. Let me know your guys' thoughts, what you think. If there's something I missed, something I'd like to cover, something you'd like to see me cover, I definitely will. But just because it's maybe not for me, I still can't wait to go see it at a Chevy dealership and sit in it and say that I did sit in it and say I did sit in the baddest Corvette, maybe get a ride from someone that around here that'll have one. But it's just not for me. I would personally rather have a McLaren, an R8, or a Huracan, or I hate to say it, even a Viper, but the Viper rides like a race car, so again, that's really not a friendly car you're going to drive on the street. So we'll see, you know, what'll happen, what's going to be the next car for Rob here on the Speed Bug channel, but it's definitely not going to be a ZR1. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts. If you missed something, let me know. I'll try and cover it. And if you get one, congratulations. I hope I've been able to enlighten some information on you guys, and we'll see you for another episode. Take care.